It's the CRM Success Secrets podcast about productivity with a twist. Hi there, my name is Mary Sue Dahill, your host. This podcast is for business coaches and consultants tired of working nights and weekends. They are looking for strategies and proven tactics to streamline their business using a CRM and automation. Let's get to it. Would you like a 200% increase on your CRM investment? Hi there, my name is Mary Sue Dahill, and I am the host of CRM Success Secrets. When you use a CRM effectively, you will see an average of a 200% return on your investment. But that means you have to integrate your CRM into your business processes and use it as the hub of your business. In this 5-part series, I will share the most powerful and sometimes overlooked CRM strategies that you should be implementing in your business. Now, we've already discussed having a fierce focus on lead generation, and fortune is in the follow-up. So in this episode, we will discuss simple sales tracking and using your CRM to manage your sales process to increase sales. And I can attest, having done that myself this year, that it works. And I want to start off with a quote. You are what you repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. This is by Aristotle. And there is nothing more true than within sales, because I would say I'm not the greatest salesperson, but I keep at it. I'm tenacious, and I do track my activity, so I'm focusing on it. In the ever-evolving landscape of business, the quote by Aristotle simply holds true, especially when it comes to sales, because achieving excellence in closing deals is not just about the occasional burst of brilliance or being able to have great conversations. It is about consistently conducting sales conversations, because as we all know, if you know a salesperson, they will say sales is all about the numbers. You have to be having enough sales conversations to cultivate the number of sales that you want. And the CRM really plays a pivotal role, especially when it comes to just simple sales tracking. And I can tell you my business got simpler while I was increasing my revenue by focusing just on simple sales tracking. So how can a CRM help you? For a coach or consultant striving for excellence in their sales effort, the importance of consistent and efficient sales activities just simply cannot be overstated. Your simple sales tracking through your CRM is the one thing that will transform your sales process, your sales outcomes more than anything else. You don't have to have a fancy sales process at all. You have a simple one that you just implement day after day. So let's talk about 3 different strategies that you can implement. Streamlining your sales process and tracking. And I think this is really important. I would say working with many clients is that, one, they don't really know what their sales process is. Therefore, they can't streamline it or track it. So even writing it down is going to make a huge difference, because you'll be able to go, do I really need those 3 steps there? Do I really need this multiple lead magnets before I ask them to schedule a sales call? Probably not. So a CRM system allows the business to streamline their processes by organizing and automating those routine tasks so that you, the sales team, can focus on what truly matters, which is building relationships and closing deals. So from lead generation to post-sales follow-up, every step can be optimized for efficiency. And although you could automate all of those steps, most of my clients do kind of a hybrid, where some are automated and some are personal outreach. So, and by streamlining your sales process and tracking it, you will have real-time insights into what's working, what's not, where you should be focusing your time. because maybe your people are not making a leap with you, and it's because something in your process is just not really tuned in to what they need at that point. And that's what your CRM is going to help you with. It provides that kind of bird's eye view on your sales pipeline, allowing you to identify trends, spot potential bottlenecks, and make informed decisions promptly. I have seen this many times with different clients where they focus on having, like, what's the right word? Hyper personalized, hyper customized content. And so what they're doing is constantly changing their messaging, constantly reworking emails, and they can never actually see what is working. I'm thinking of one particular client who does paid speaking, and she was having her follow up to her speaking events being customized to each event. And we weren't seeing the conversion that we were hoping for. But this year, what we're focusing on is having the same messaging across all of her speaking events to really hone in on what messaging is working, because she is spending all this time customizing and updating her email follow-up. We weren't spending the time understanding what was working in her follow-up and just what wasn't. So having that focus where you're streamlining your sales processes so that you can track, that's super important. Second is personalized customer interactions. This goes with number one, because you really need to understand what kind of actions the customer values to make a successful sale. Do they want to have a conversation with you? Would they like to have you reach out to them via text and, cheer them on about something, or schedule a call? Do they want that personalized customer interaction? So certainly we talk a lot about in the podcast episodes about automation, but automation to me really makes time for things that you can do reaching out to people in your sales process. Because with a CRM, it empowers you to really see the journey somebody is on, where they are in the process. So in my system, you could create a sales pipeline where you have each of the stages in your sales process, and you can see how many people are in each stage, how many people are converting from stage 1 to stage 2, and so on. How many people in your sales process are actually scheduling a sales call, and then from those, how many are actually becoming a client. So you get a lot of conversion data about the process, but also you can really hone in and maybe reach out and send a message to that person that's kind of lingering in stage 2 and move them forward to scheduling a call. And the third way that your CRM can really help is just improved accountability and goal tracking. Excellence in sales requires a commitment to accountability and goal tracking. You have to know where your contacts or leads are in your process. You have to know how you're taking the next step. And most of my clients certainly do that hybrid. So they have responsibilities to be moving people's conversations with them forward. And so that requires that you're looking at who's in your sales process, where are they, and what is the next step. And maybe it would be better to automate your process versus trying to do it by hand, because you just don't have the time. It's really not as important as you thought it was. It's more important that they receive the message than for you to send it. So improved accountability and goal tracking will give you the information you need to make those kind of strategic decisions, and also create your own culture of responsibility and motivate you and just build that momentum. So the impact of using a CRM in your sales. is really important. It doesn't just about closing more sales. It's about creating real relationships. I just want to be clear with that. That's what I focus on with my clients is how can you create that real relationship? Your CRM really increases your efficiency, which I hope in this episode and in others, you're seeing that by defining your process, then you can actually streamline your process. You can accomplish more in less time, leading to simply increased productivity and efficiency. You will have higher conversion rates because when you are measuring what you're doing, you will actually be focusing on the important steps you need to be taking to achieve your goals. So that's super important. When you are tracking, you will be focused on it. And for me personally, this means that instead of putting so much time into my content development, maybe I put that as a back burner for after I finish my sales activity, which is true, and it has made a huge difference. So in conclusion, simple sales tracking is a powerful CRM strategy and the one strategy you really can't skip. So ready to land more clients? It starts with knowing your leads, ensuring they're in your CRM, nurturing and following up, and tracking. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll dive deep into the magic of hyper-personalization. Are your business systems a hot mess? Take the Systems Scorecard quiz at www.worksmarterdigital.com/quiz. You will receive proven strategies to leverage technology in your business. And when you schedule a systems strategy session with me, I will personally provide you customized recommendations for your business. So again, that is www.worksmarterdigital.com/quiz. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the CRM Success Secrets podcast. Cheers to you, and I hope that your systems are successful.